I want to talk about utilizing nothingness and how you can change your perspective on the idea of nothing and turn it into something. So this is my interpretation of this, but this was inspired by, again, the Tao Te Ching, which was a 4th century Chinese text with a bunch of poems and excerpts that are really, really cool stuff. But this is from book 1. This is chapter 11. And the quote I want to read specifically out of the whole excerpt is the last one, which says, "Thus what we gain is something, yet it is by virtue of nothing that this can be put to use." So there's a few interpretations that come to mind. The first of which is the idea of using the nothingness and the empty space to be useful. And an example that I heard of was like making a clay pot and then using the emptiness of the clay pot or the cup or whatever to fill with water and thus making it useful. Utilizing nothingness, empty space, making it something that is useful, right? You think about a room, right? The emptiness of this room is what allows it to be useful. The fact that man can enter the room and make use of it on the inside of it while it is empty. Even the empty space is good in itself because it allows me to have space to move around and do things, right? So I thought on like a physical plane that's so profound and very inspirational and very just really interesting, right? But I thought of it a little bit deeper, and I'm not sure if this is related to the nothingness that is mentioned in the Tao Te Ching, but I think of it as like thoughts come from nothing. A thought is just in your mind. It's essentially nothing, right? And you can turn that into something, into reality, into something physical, right? The law of attachment says it all starts with a desire, it all starts with a thought. So with this in mind, the nothingness in mind, nothing can always be turned into something. So I say this to kind of inspire you, right? To turn your thoughts, your nothings, into somethings. Before you were born, you were nothing but a thought in your parents' mind. You weren't even an idea in their mind. Your face, your name, everything, maybe your name at most, but who you are as a person, your flesh, your blood, was not defined yet. It was nothing more than a thought in their brains. They had an idea to have a child, and thus you were born. You were created from an idea. Life, your entire life, all of your thoughts, everything. So what's to say that you can't utilize thoughts that you have and turn them into something, right? And bring them to reality. If the desire is strong enough, it's inevitable that you will attract what comes to your mind, because nothings can turn into somethings. So re-angle your opinion on what nothing is to be one that is positivity towards it, because a nothing can turn into something if you want it to, if you want to make it happen. If you utilize the law of attraction and really make it such a strong desire in your life that the universe has no choice but to place it in your life. So if you're somebody who's really doubtful about the things that they want in their mind, just know that at some point, everything, all of reality, all of the buildings that you see, all the cars, all the people, were at some point just nothing more than thoughts that were brought to reality by people. So if they can do it, then you can. Thank you for watching.